Welcome to the greatest channel to ever touch somebody sexually. Welcome back to the DarthNews. No, shh. This is DarthNews, where we pick up the whiskey and put down women. This is DarthNews, where we put down the condoms and pick up the dick. This is DarthNews, where we put down the addiction brochure and pick up an 8-ball of cocaine. Woohoo! DarthNews, where we snort glitter and fart rainbows. And welcome back to the greatest channel to ever exist. DarthNews. If you're here for the first time, I recommend subscribing, because if you don't subscribe and smash the like button and hit the bell, bad things will happen. I can't go into details as to what kind of bad things, but just really bad things. No, Tina. That's for them to find out. Okay, they'll figure it out. Now, again, I'm not saying like, you'll have a car accident or anything like that. You probably won't. You might. I don't know. It's possible. Chances are pretty high. But something bad will happen to you if you don't subscribe right now and hit the bell and like and share.
It's a little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in to a brand new episode of DarthNews, special edition, Alec Baldwin, part 3. Oh yeah, that's right, everyone's favorite wacky celebrity killer since O.J. Simpson is back in the news. And for rather suspicious reasons, if you ask me. They're a little bit sus. ABC's George Stephanopoulos is now coming to the rescue. That's right, he's coming to the rescue with an all-new, emotional, in-depth, hardball interview featuring none other than Alec Baldwin, who's finally coming out of the closet. Featuring Alec Baldwin, coming out for the first time in the public eye since the tragic accident. ABC is now taking responsibility of damage control by putting a PR spin on things to kind of control the narrative. It's pretty obvious just from the trailer. You can tell it kind of has that "he will overcome" epic music, that cinematic music. You can tell it's a big production, and they're trying to make it emotional and make you feel like he's the victim when he's not a victim. I'm not a victim. Okay. I really do want to give Alec Baldwin the benefit of the doubt. As a matter of fact, my last video, I kind of gave him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but I have to retract that statement. It's like, I want to believe him, but, like, if I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of getting those, I don't know about this shit kind of vibes. I'm kind of getting those vibes. Those like, And this whole interview is obviously premeditated. It's been prepared. It is scripted. His lawyers, his managers, his agent, his PR, his family would be all over that. They would be like, we'll do the interview if we know all the questions. So that way he can have time to prepare, emotionally, because he's an actor. And he has to give, like, the best performance that he can give. So he's going to have to cry on cue and stuff, and we have to know what questions he's supposed to cry on. I mean, like, I'm kind of joking, but I'm also kind of not joking. Like, doing a whole special, a whole 90-minute special, just kind of feels a little bit insincere. It feels a little bit forced. It's a little heavy with the bullshit. It reminds me exactly like when Jussie Smollett did that interview with, yes, you guessed it, ABC's very own Robin Roberts. Remember when he did that interview with Robin? Oh my God, it was so cringe. You knew he was lying. He was doing the tears, and but we all knew it was bullshit. We all saw straight through the tears. And the difference is Alec Baldwin is a better actor than Jussie Smollett. So of course he's going to give an Oscar-worthy performance. Jussie Smollett is not Oscar-worthy. That dude's like fucking like, I don't know, the DVD, bargain bin at the CVS. Yeah, that's where he belongs, basically, if he were to belong anywhere besides a prison cell. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's main event. The reason you were all here. This Oscar-worthy performance by Alec Baldwin. Let's get into it. Applejack. Hit it! Oh yeah. Sorry, Applejack. In case you're new here, I do stop a lot. All right, and when I go through these videos, I break them down, and I just give a lot of my opinions, my radical, like, crazy white supremacist opinions. But who knows? So because I stop so frequently, I'm going to leave the link to the actual original video in the description below. So just click on the link and go watch the video in its entirety. Without my commentary on it. Anyways, Applejack. Yeah, hit it again. One more time, please.
She was someone who was loved by everyone who worked with and liked by everyone who worked with and admired.
Yep. Yeah, she was. Right up until the moment you shot and killed her. Stop! Okay, look. Sorry. I really do want to give him the benefit of the doubt here, okay? I want to believe those tears. I'm sure they're real on some level, you know? But like, he's had plenty of time to mourn, to grieve, to cry. I don't fucking know. I mean, it just kind of feels a little bit forced. Or better yet, staged. Pun intended. See what I did there? Because he's an actor? So he's on stage? Staged? Never mind. It's too highbrow of a joke for you. You wouldn't understand. Only intelligent white people get those jokes. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say he's acting, but, I mean, actors are kind of known for crying on camera. It's kind of like their job, you know? It's kind of what they get paid the big bucks to do.
I mean, even now, I find it hard to believe that. It just doesn't seem real to me.
Well, buddy, yeah, it's real. It's really fucking real. It's pretty real. It's like about as real as it gets. Like, your situation is about as real as it gets. And no amount of crying, no amount of emotional interviews given on the world stage are going to change the facts. Nothing is going to get you off the hook. All right? Just take responsibility. You can't even do that. You can't even take... That's the worst part. That's the most revealing characteristic about this psychopath. He just can't accept or own no responsibility for her death.
You haven't said much in public since that tragic accident. Why speak out now?
Well, George, because you and ABC approached me and my agent and offered me $5 million. So yeah. No. But seriously, Occam's razor would suggest that he's speaking out now to save his own ass and his own career. All right? That's what he's doing. He's trying to save his own career. The media is trying to save him. It won't work. I mean, in my humble opinion, I don't think anyone really gives a shit what kind of emotional trauma Alec Baldwin is dealing with. Nobody's going to want to work with this guy ever again. They're just not. I mean, not unless you hand him a bubble gun or like a squirt gun. I mean, I wouldn't even feel safe playing laser tag with that motherfucker, let alone paintball or being on set with fucking prop and real guns. I'm sure he's going to have his Hollywood, elites, his friends, help him out. They're going to look after him. He'll be fine. But at the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people are going to continue to stand behind him, because this whole charade of an interview is just to Trojan horse you into thinking that he's innocent, that he's a victim.
I think the big question, and the one you must have asked yourself 1,000 times, how could this have happened?
Why did I pull the trigger? Well, I don't know. There's like a million reasons why, Alec. There's a million reasons why you pulled the trigger, and all of them were preventable. Okay, that's why this happened, was because you pulled the trigger. The revolver is a 2-lock firing system, so you have to cock it, and then you have to pull the trigger, right? So, did he not see that the gun was cocked? Because if a gun is cocked, it doesn't take a whole lot of pressure for it to go off. But if it's not cocked, then that means he cocked it and pulled the trigger. The gun didn't go off. I previously said in a video about a month ago that the gun just went off because it was just a dud. It was a shitty prop gun. But no, after a lot of research, and I mean a lot, I was reading for hours on this topic. I was reaching out to people that I know in LA about this topic, who work in the industry, This just doesn't happen, all right? Cause, effect, all right? Every action has a reaction. You can't have a reaction without an action. So what happened was he pulled the trigger.
You described it as a 1 in a trillion shot, and the gun was in your hand.
A 1 in a trillion shot, you say? Really?
It is a 1 in a trillion shot, and the gun was in your hand. How do you come to terms with that?
I cry on camera, and I beg the world to understand that it was not my fault. It was actually an evil demon gun possessed by Payman himself. I didn't shoot her. The demon gun shot her. Payman pulled the trigger. It was I swear to you, it was a fucking demon.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger. Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
Oh, so you didn't pull the trigger. Duh, I almost forgot. The evil demon gun was possessed by Payman. Forgot about that.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never.
Oh no! I would never. It's like, just shut up. It's a little bit obvious. You're letting your true colors show. Look how defensive he's getting. Look how. Dude, he 1 second he's crying, the next second he's like, no, I didn't do. I would never pull a trigger. That's great. That's crazy. I would never do. It's because he's covering up his guilt with his vocal emotions. You can see his temper flaring. I'm sure he's sick and tired of people talking shit about him. But getting this defensive in an interview is it's very telling, and it's a shame you just can't come out and be like, I done gone fucked up. Please forgive me, because then maybe we could forgive you. But I can't forgive you for this. What is this?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never.
But you did though.
What did you think happened? How did a real bullet get on that set?
I have no idea. Someone put a live bullet in a gun. A bullet that wasn't even supposed to be on the property.
Oh my God, no idea, huh? No idea. Can we please hook this motherfucker up to a goddamn polygraph test? Now that would be entertaining and worth my while, and I think everyone else's while. This dude is lying. I want to see him under oath and under a polygraph machine. That's what I want to see. Because with these actors, you never know. You just can't tell. It's like, I know it's a shitty thing to say. You know, my first girlfriend in college, man, I was in acting school and I was, doing all these little shows and theater gigs and ACT shows and anyways, that's not the point. The point is, when we were breaking up, I was getting really emotional. I was truly getting sad. Like, what do you mean you're leaving me? Like, what? She's like, oh, you're such a good actor. I've seen your shows. I know you're an actor. Like, those are just fake tears. You taught yourself how to cry. And it's like, I was truly crying, okay? And I didn't like hearing that kind of bullshit. It was like a ridiculous claim. It's ridiculous to claim that I can't feel emotions and I can't actually cry when I'm sad. Just because I'm an actor, like, well, that's stupid. I didn't like hearing that then, and I don't really like hearing that now. But these people in Hollywood, these sociopaths, these narcissists, operate differently than someone going through their first year of acting school. They're on a whole other level of like entitlement. A college student or an out-of-work actor is not a good comparison to someone who is a Hollywood elite. Alec Baldwin has been in the game for a long time, like 30 or 40 years. I mean, he's been drinking the Kool-Aid for a long time. All right, and because he's a mouthpiece for the mainstream media and for Hollywood and the New World Order and all these globalists, because he's such a hateful motherfucker towards anyone who doesn't believe in the agenda, he's propped up and protected, and that's what's going to happen now. Did you know that he punched a guy in the face over a parking meter because someone stole his parking spot? It wasn't even his parking spot, but someone beat him to it, and Alec Baldwin got out and punched the dude in the face when he was putting money in the meter. It's crazy. Dude's a sociopath. Fuck him.
How do you respond to actors like George Clooney who say that every time they were handed a gun, they checked it themselves?
Yeah, that's a great question, George. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure that George Clooney is a goddamn liar. Yeah, from personal experience and working with him on set, he's a liar. He's full of shit. George, he's full of shit. Every actor forgets to check their guns every now and then. That's why you have people pass it to you. There's a chain of command, chain of custody. It's the armorer's fault. It's that purple-haired, green-haired fat bitch's fault who does OnlyFans videos. It's her fault that there was a bullet in my gun, okay? All right, George? It's her fault. Arrest her. Not me. I only didn't pull the trigger. Oh, I didn't pull the trigger. No, I did not say only. I wouldn't pull the trigger because I didn't. I thought I did once. I had a dream that I pulled the trigger, but I realized it was just a dream. A bad dream. And then I woke up and she was still dead, but it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to connect the dots, I didn't pull the trigger, but the bullet left the barrel. So it's kind of like a JFK situation. It's like a magic bullet. Like, we don't know what happened. Nobody knows. This is a bigger mystery than what I look like under this mask. Face reveal at 20,000 subscribers, so that could take like 10 years, but eventually we'll get there.
Your emotions are so clearly so right there on the surface.
Exactly, all right? Exactly, okay? His emotions are on the surface. They're not, deep within him. They're very surface. They're superficial. They look real on the outside, but on the inside, there's nothing there. He's pretending. I hate to just throw around accusations like that, but I'm just calling it as I see it, and that's just kind of how I see it. I think this is just a big PR stunt to try to get the court of public opinion back in his favor, in his camp. But the problem is, we were never in his camp. It's been like 20 years since anyone gave a fuck about Alec Baldwin, so you're on your own, dude.
You felt shock. You felt anger. You felt sadness. Do you feel guilt?
You motherfucking better.
You said you're not a victim.
you said you're not the victim. What? Of course you're not the victim. You're the producer of the film. It's you're the one who's responsible. You're not the victim. Helena Hutchins is the victim, you ass truck. I don't know what a truck is, but I don't know. I've never heard of an ass truck. You know what? Fuck it. From now on out, I dub that phrase. Don't be an ass truck. That's TROK. If it means something in a different language, too bad. Now it means ass truck. What does that mean? Fuck if I know.
But is this the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Yes. Yep.
Is this the worst thing that's ever happened to you? Oh, yeah. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about you. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Okay, Alec Baldwin. How about maybe this is the worst thing that's ever happened to Helena Hutchins and her fucking family? I mean, family. Just family, not fucking family. So sorry, I'm heated, and when I get heated, I just kind of go off the cuff and I start swearing like a sailor. So forgive me. I'm pissed off, all right? I shouldn't be. This is his big apology video. I mean, I can't wait to watch the whole... Oh, yeah, you bet your ass I'm going to watch the whole thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just an asshole. But, I mean, obviously this is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, Alec Baldwin. We all know this is probably the worst thing you've ever done that we know about. We know you feel bad. But the real victim is not you.
Yeah. Because I think back, and I think of what could I have done.
Alec Baldwin, Unscripted, the news-making special event.
So I'm not really trying to say he's guilty or innocent. I'm just saying he pulled the trigger, all right? One way or another. There's just doesn't matter how you cut it, how you dice it, how you slice it. He pulled the trigger. I'm not here to play judge or jury. I'm just calling it as I see it. And again, I hate to be a cynic here, but I feel like this is insincere. Just feel like it's a publicity stunt, But that's just me. Anyways, that's really all I have to say on the topic. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments below. So until next time, don't you dare forget to pull out. That is POO. And as always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. And if you want to support the channel, since I'm completely demonetized, please feel free to go to my Cash App, drop a one-time donation, go to my Patreon, donate as little as $1 a month. You won't even notice it coming out of your piggy bank account. Trust me, I know I have a piggy bank, and anytime I take out a couple bucks, I never know. You won't even notice. Or go to my merch store at DarthNews.com and buy some merch. Buy a hoodie, buy a t-shirt, buy a beanie, or whatever the fuck. Help support the channel. And if not, I guess just your subscription is far and beyond enough support. That's definitely enough support. So if you can't support me financially, just subscribe and hit that bell. That's really it. And of course, the like button. I know I say that a lot, but smash the goddamn like button. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to remind him. I thought maybe you forgot. Yeah, but if you don't subscribe and you made it this far, well, very bad things will happen to you. You will become cursed. The Darth curse is no joke. People that laugh at the curse end up getting it the worst. Did that rhyme? Sort of, maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm out of here for now, so until the next time we meet, remember to stay Darth and watch my old videos. Toodles! Son of a fucking bitch. Shit.